guys, welcome to another episode of Chalet Corner. I'm Pat.
And Win.
I'm Paul.
Tonight we're going to go over something that we've actually got a lot of requests for. We're going to go over our starter kits. As you can see, we have a blister kit, which is a single item. Inside we'll go through our box. We've got a dual pack, and then we'll go over our what we call our house juice. Although we don't make our own juice, unlike a lot of stores.
Yeah.
Ours is made by Mount Baker Vapor out in Washington State. And then for our accessory, Wen's got her lanyard here somewhere. Oh, she's already got it attached to her starter pin. So let's get started. Let's do it.
Jinx.
Hey guys, this is the blister kit. The kit contains a tank, a battery, and a charger.
And here we have our twin pack. Inside, you'll see two complete sets. Wen just showed you our blister pack that has one unit. And here we have two. Then we go down to the bottom. Inside, we've got certificate of authenticity from Kangertech. We've got instructions on how to fill the tank, which we'll do in just 1 second. We also have our user manual. In case you guys forget what we're going over, we have it here. So now let's break this down. We've got three components. What I like to call this e-cig 101. We'll unscrew this. We have our battery. We have our tank. And when you disassemble the base, we have our third element, which is the replaceable heating coil. So if you can really unscrew something and screw something together, it's really, really simple. So now if you guys can look right in the center hole right there, that's where you don't want to put the liquid because that's our air hole. So when we fill up the tank, and actually you can see we have a window on each side. We have one here and one on the other side. You don't want to go above that center post because then the liquid would go inside. So when you fill it up, these tanks hold about 1.5 to 1.6 mil. We'll fill it up, reattach the base, and then reattach the battery. Now when you go to use this, you don't want to cover, there's three holes all the way around. These are your airway holes because when you draw from the mouthpiece, you'll cover them up and you won't get any air. So now let's go into our battery. So as we press and hold, the light's off. So we'll press it 5 times rapidly, the light will blink. Now it'll blink for 3 reasons. Number one, when you turn it on, it blinked. So now when we're using it, the light stays on. So we'll turn it off 5 more times rapidly. It blinks again. Now we know it's off. So let's turn it back on. Now when we're using our pen, the light stays on typically when you're using it. If it blinks automatically, that means it's time to charge. Okay? So let's grab our box. We'll show you what's left in our box. Inside of our box, we have actually 5 replaceable heating elements. Let's open this up, see if I can do this. We have 5 replaceable heating elements. As you can see here. Okay? And then in the other box, we have our charging cable, very similar to what we had in the single pack. So all we're going to do is we're going to screw this on. And then you can plug it into any USB charger. Or, in case you don't have that handy, you go back to your box, and then you grab onto our wall adapter. So we'll just plug it in, and then we can charge it. Now, there is a light indicator. Although we have an indicator on the battery, it tells you when it's time to charge. It doesn't matter if the battery is on or off to charge it. When you plug it in, the light should turn red. When the light turns red, it means it's charging. When it turns green, it's finished. It's pretty simple. Okay? So that's it. When we put everything together, that's what it's going to look like. And that's an up-close personal look at the single pack and the double pack. Now, the most common question that we get here in the store is how long before I have to refill the tank, how long before I need to replace the coil, and how long will the battery last. Typically, the manufacturer, Kangertech, says somewhere between 300 and 400 charges, not 300 or 400 hits like some of the,
Yeah, there was
the fake 2600 chemical have it.
Yes, right.
7-Eleven.
In the gas
7-Eleven,
station.
Yeah, it really depends on how much you use it. It's kind of a tricky question to answer because, my vaping habits are different than Wen's or different than Paul's. So again, the tank itself is a 1.5, 1.6 mil, but I mean, you don't have to fill it all the way up.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, the 300 to 400 charges, and if you get the dual kit, you got a spare battery. So, what?
I mean, spare batteries, the replacement coils alone, I mean, you get everything plus 2 batteries. I
Yeah.
mean, that's really
So
great.
It's
with
two
the
batteries, 2 tanks,
Yeah, double the
7
pleasure, double the
coils,
fun.
7 coils
Yeah.
because it's included.
Oh, that's right.
2 more.
There are
Yeah.
coils already in the device itself.
So if you have the 2 batteries, so you're looking at at least a year minimum, if you got the starter pack. And then the tanks, they're made of polycarbonate plastic. They last until you break them. Now the coils, on average, most people, I've heard some people say, oh, I go through it in a day. I go through it in 4 weeks. I haven't changed mine in 6 weeks. Well, I mean, it's all a matter of...
Depends.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
all on
right.
you.
It depends on how much you use it. On average, I would say, for people that are just starting, probably about 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. Maybe you might be able to squeeze 3 out of it, but also you want to continue to get the same flavor that you've been getting from day one. Another question that arose was, how often do I replace the coil? I just answered that, didn't I?
You did. I think you did. But you know what? That's okay. Because, maybe whoever's watching us right now maybe wasn't listening before. Go ahead.
See, that's you. You need
Yep.
to pay attention.
Bring it
You.
back.
You right there.
Right here.
I'm No, not
Right
here.
here.
I'm here.
Right here.
I'm
Thank
here.
you.
Exactly.
Welcome back,
Thank
Chalet
you.
Corner.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right,
we're here.
go ahead, Pat. I got this.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I
It's
grabbed him
my
right back.
security guy here we got going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They have your attention now?
What?
They all have your
Yeah.
attention.
What?
Well,
Of course.
I'm the
What?
one doing the talking. They're all
Hello,
looking at you.
over
What?
here.
No
Exactly.
comprendo. No hablo inglés. No sé lo que me están hablando.
Like Paul said, it depends on how much you use it, and you don't have to fill it all the way up. Now let's get on. I'm doing some talking. I want to vape.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank
matter of fact,
you.
I got my starter pen here. What
It's about
flavor?
time.
What
I have my
flavor you
twig
got?
right here. I'm about to do some documents. Here. No, I have green apple. I love it.
I got blueberry. What do you have?
Well, I'm a woman, and
Really?
we always complain about the routine and all this stuff. I always mix. Yeah, this is what.
What's that got to do with what flavor you have?
I know.
This
what
is
flavor do you
candy
have?
cane and watermelon.
Candy cane and watermelon.
Yeah. Candy cane is a minty flavor, and watermelon is a fruit,
It's like
obviously.
Christmas all over again.
It is.
So,
Christmas in your mouth.
It's like Christmas in
yeah, sweet and mint.
Christmas in July.
There you go.
Christmas in July.
Anyway, so what is that? Candy cane and watermelon? Now, what is that thing you got going on here? What is this?
The leash?
Oh, it's a
Yes,
leash. That's right.
a lanyard.
Oh, a lanyard.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's our accessory for tonight. When it's showing it off.
I don't have to pay attention. Oh, what is my glasses? What is my sunglasses? What is my pen? Oh, it's here in my neck. So it's
Swear.
really
I was just looking at the vape, I swear.
I'm not.
Here.
I promise.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Okay,
Sorry.
here.
Anyway,
What juice do you have in yours?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Green apple.
Green apple.
And it tastes like green apple. It's not one of those like, when I say artificial, obviously it's artificial, but I swear it's like they put a green apple right in my tank. It's delicious.
Yeah, Moonbaker is, for me,
Yeah.
it's tasty flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And very
It's
tasty.
a
Yes.
little
Yeah.
bit high PG on the VG, but when I talk
She
about
brought
it
up
right now.
She brought
That's
up
a
a
good
great
point.
She brought up a great point. The PG and VG. A lot of people are not sure. As you get into vaping, you'll want to know what the PG-VG ratio is. PG is propylene glycol. It's a fruit preservative. It's in a lot of things that you eat and drink every day.
Yeah.
It's also used in the pharmaceutical industry. When I know you've got asthma, propylene glycol is used in asthma inhalers.
But not to be confused with albuterol.
No,
not
definitely
the
not.
steroid. It's
Right.
just it's in there.
It's an additive that helps
Right.
open up your airways.
It's a
I also
component.
found out recently that hospitals have been pumping it in the air conditioning system since the late 50s.
That's probably why it smells that sterile smell. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a part of it. Who knows?
Sterile?
Yeah, you know what a sterile smell?
I don't know what a sterile smell.
It's kind of like, you know.
You've been hanging out at a nursing home or something.
No, that's just barren.
That's fair. Then, so typically the higher PG is what carries the flavoring.
Yes.
You guys
And,
know?
yes, and the throat hit.
Yeah.
That's correct. And then the VG, the vegetable glycerin, that's a vegetable product. It's pretty much sugar byproduct.
Mhm.
Now, the PG-VG ratio, if you're higher in a PG, like Paul mentioned, it's more of a throaty hit. So as a smoker, I smoked for over 20 years. I needed, when I stopped smoking, I picked up my first pen, I needed to simulate that I was smoking. Now, the liquid that we're using, it's a 65% PG
Yeah.
versus a 35% VG. So the ratio of the higher throat hit is in our, what we call our house flavors.
Yeah.
If you switch over to what people call a premium blend in the higher end of VG, that's more cloud, more
Yeah.
vape. And as you can see, some of our other episodes, we actually use, the higher end devices. We blow more clouds. But we wanted you guys to see what the actual pen looks like up close, refresh your memory. We got a lot of customers coming in, they're new. And we're glad to get people off of smoking. I mean, everybody knows that
Absolutely.
smoke is bad for you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I have a paper here that I printed off of the American Lung Association website, right here. It says, what's in a cigarette? There are approximately 600 ingredients in cigarettes, and when burned, they create more than 7,000 chemicals.
That is why I wasn't a smoker.
So we got 7,000 chemicals. At least 69 of these chemicals are known to cause cancer, and many are poisonous.
It's the only time that number is deadly.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
way.
Let's see, which other page you got? Hookah. Hookah.
Oh, yes. Let's talk hookah.
What people don't know about hookah, this is off of the CDC website. I've got that right here. So the
And what is
first one,
CDC again?
CDC is the Center for Disease Control.
Okay.
Let's see, hookah smoking compared with cigarette smoking. Many hookah smokers think that that this practice is less harmful than smoking cigarettes, but hookah is one of the leading causes of tuberculosis when you go to hookah bar. Why?
Oh, because everybody's
Because they don't clean it as well as they should.
Cherries.
Exactly.
Another.
Yeah.
It also says
No.
30 minutes. 30 minutes of hookah is equivalent to 3 packs of cigarettes.
Good.
Oh.
Lord have mercy.
Gay.
No, I had no
30
idea.
minutes of hookah.
No, screw that.
Because it's got,
Way too
let's see,
much.
does it give the comparisons in here? Let's see, what does it say? It's in here. Water pipe smoking delivers nicotine, tobacco and hookahs burn, blah, blah, blah. Not on this page here. Causes oral cancer, lung cancer, stomach cancer, cancer of the esophagus, reduced lung function, and decreased fertility.
Well, it almost sounds
no
like
more
it's
kids
worse.
for you.
Oh man, no, no, but it sounds like it's worse than cigarettes itself.
It is.
It also says that secondhand smoke from hookahs can be a health risk for non-smokers. It contains smoke from the tobacco as well as smoke from the heat source used in the hookah.
Wow, so it's not just the nicotines and the other
No.
chemicals and jazz. It's,
And that's the one thing about vaping
Wow.
is there's 4 components in the liquid. We've already talked about the vegetable glycerin, the VG, the PG, which is propylene glycol.
right.
We talked about flavoring, which actually we'll talk about it now. We've got 3 little bottles. These are the 3 sizes that we carry here in the store. This particular one's blueberry. We actually have, 80-ish flavors currently in the store.
Something like that.
So that's the third one. PG, VG flavoring, and then nicotine. You actually have the option of getting it with or without nicotine. And if you choose to get it with nicotine, you can we actually have 4 levels that Wen talked about. She does the 0.
Yeah.
I'm
No nicotine.
currently at a 6. What level are you at?
I'm 6.
You're a 6 as well. We also carry 12 and 24. And we kind of try to gauge people when you come into the store. 24 nicotine, the 24 milligram, is typically like a Marlboro Red. If you're smoking 2.5 packs a day, I used to be in construction. That's kind of what I did, and that's where I started.
Yeah.
The 12 milligram is like a medium-ish. It's like a pack and a half or so, maybe 2 packs a day. And then the 6 milligram is more or less a pack or less a day.
Yeah.
And then as Wen is puffing on, she's got the 0.
No nicotine. Thank you.
Yeah, 0.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
and I don't speak up. So let's look at the last thing. Let's look at the quick size of the bottles. We've got our 5 ml bottle. That would fill this tank, the 1.5, 1.6, a little more than 3 times. Got our 10 ml bottle
Double size.
and our 30 ml bottle. Again, we carry the 0, 6, 12, and 24 nicotine in all 3 of these. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to check out our website, give us a call, come by the store. We can help you out, we can answer any questions. You guys want to stop smoking, you really need to come by, and
Absolutely.
you should start somewhere. I mean, I've been vaping for almost 2 years, as many of you guys know. Paul, you started, what 2 months-ish, 3 months? Something?
No, it was July 6th.
July of this
year.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you saved my life, for real. Like, all jokes aside, for real.
Yeah.
That is, I'm not gonna cry, I promise. Vape Chalet saved my life.
It's really important to, he needs a tissue. So it's really important to get off the cigarettes. Everybody knows it's bad for you. Come by and get a starter set.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's just a quick rundown. Yet again, we've got our single blister kit. We've got our double pack. We've got 3 juices here, or the 3 different bottle sizes. One's got our lanyard. So that'll wrap it up for this week. Next week, we're going to go over a brand new mod that we got here in the store. When I ordered a tester and I checked it out, it was kind of appealing. So I kind of ordered. We have stainless, we have black, and we have brass. The brass one is a very, very beautiful, unique, designed. You just
We can't tell them.
Okay, stop.
You don't want to.
Next week.
You don't want to miss it.
No, you don't.
For our atomizer, what are we doing for our atomizer? We're doing the fogger, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You guys
My
want a
cup of
rebuildable?
tea.
Yes. You want a rebuildable tank? We're going to go with our fogger. And for our juice line, 24/7, made by Interstate Vapes. That's
Yes.
one of
Favorite.
Oh my goodness! Put it in my mouth. Oh,
You don't get it in you, don't care how.
I don't. Let's go. You know.
And then for our accessory, we have a mod slash juice.
Yeah. Slash. I mean, it's like
everything.
Slush.
It's a
I
kit.
mean, it's
It's a kit.
it is.
Carrying case, actually. And remember here, Vape Chalet, smoking is definitely prohibited. But vaping is
It's
Always
always
encouraged.
encouraged.
Thanks, guys.